When we try to imagine the city of Lusaka's CBD, its central business district, or its town, there's one building that comes to our minds. It's this structure, the FINDECO house. And for over 40 years, it has been the country's tallest building. So how did this now seemingly dirty building come to define the city of Lusaka's skyline? Because to the many residents of the city, it's hard to find a memory of the town without this imposing structure. If you take a look at this picture, taken in the 1970s in Kafue Road, without the FINDECO house, Lusaka seems to be unrecognizable to many. In the 1970s, the new Republic of the independent country of Zambia wanted to make a statement for the future, a symbol of a great feat to achieve for the new country, a possible dream for great things to come, greater than the present. And architecture was now going to be used as a tool to construct a future. With concrete and steel, Zambia looked forward. Standing at 90 meters tall, consisting of 23 floors and 8,900 square meters of floor space, the name FINDECO House comes from its original owners, Finance Development Corporation, which was involved in the matters of financing of projects in the country during the UNIP government. The tower was built at the height of Zambia's copper export trade. The construction started in 1971 as one of the many projects in Africa and the Middle East by Yugoslavia, which helped many African countries that were fighting for their independence or needed economic help through their president, Josip Broz Tito. Whilst the financing of the FINDECO house may have come from local funding, the Yugoslavians were in charge of the technical aspect, designed by Yugoslav architects Dusan Milenkovic and Bronimir Ganovic, and the construction was done by the Parastatal Corporation called ZECO, which constructed the major structures of the 1970s and 1980s. Upon its completion, the FINDECO house became the tallest building in Zambia, making it one of the most iconic structures in the country, a wonder, a new marvel for the independent nation. And on the 23rd of June 1978, President Kenneth Kaunda officially opened the FINDECO House building to the public. Seen here receiving a copper plaque of FINDECO House from the Minister of Finance, Mr. John Mwanakatwe. This brutalist architectural landmark situated along the southbound of Cairo Road became the highlight of the city with its unique gravity-defying appearance because its floors are cantilevered off a central pillar. Some believe that the building tower's design was inspired by the human figure, the head with a crown, the body, and the feet. And one of the first businesses to be opened in the building was Studio 22, which was run by brothers Tony and Ero Hickey, who was the founder of Radio Phoenix FM. The famous structure became the jewel of Lusaka, but when the global copper prices plummeted, this left the country of Zambia in a recession, which continues to this day. And today, the FINDECO house largely operates as general offices and retail spaces, and still remains as the most recognizable structure in Zambia. And to the people of the 1980s, this landmark was one of the frontiers into the future, a beacon of hope. It was the watchtower looking over the city, and like a lighthouse, letting the visitors know that they had arrived in the city of Lusaka. They had arrived in the world of tomorrow, Lusaka.
Have you ever dreamt that time stood still and distance had no meaning at all? Have you ever felt the urgency? Now there's a new pleasure in the sky.
To some, the FINDECO house became a harsh reminder of stagnation. Because for many years, Lusaka and Zambia did not develop in terms of construction, some people pointed out that we failed to challenge our minds in terms of Zambian architecture, a harsh reminder of what our country would have been. But it also answers the question in how bad the economy has been in the past years. And today we see the rise of construction projects in the capital. And who knows, we might build a taller skyscraper than the FINDECO house. And this video is to highlight the importance of vision, construction, and man's will to build a world a civilization has always dreamt of living in. This is to highlight the power of architecture in how one building came to define the whole city of Lusaka, the FINDECO house.